Last year, I decided to reminisce the BET Awards, and I've gone back and forth on whether I should do the VMAs, and I ran into several issues. For one, the VMAs has over 40 shows, pre-shows, and aftermaths, and I don't have the time nor patience to cover 40 VMAs. Two, most of the early VMAs were rock based, and I really didn't listen to rock music like that. Three, I mostly grew up on the 2000s era of MTV, and that's what I'm going to do. So in a two-part video, I'll attempt to recap every single VMA starting from 2000 and ending with 2021. And I'm only ending it there because I already covered 2022 on my main channel. So without further ado, this is Reminiscing the VMAs. Before we begin, if you want to see music bios or more good videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, on to our feature presentation. Starting off with the year 2000, the Wayans Brothers hosted this year's show at Radio City Music Hall. We got performances by Janet, Cisco, Britney Spears wearing a flesh color sequin outfit, an outfit that is now in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Also performing was Eminem with his army of M&Ms, Christina Aguilera, NSYNC, Nelly. Fun fact, he was supposed to perform the pre-show, but since DMX failed to show up again, Nelly was promoted to the main show. And Blink 182 all performed. Blink 182 won Best Group Video for All the Small Things. J-Lo won Best Dance Video for Waiting for Tonight. Macy Gray won Best New Artist, beating out Pink, Cisco, and Christina Aguilera. Try Again by Aaliyah won Best Female Video. Destiny Child won Best R&B Video for Say My Name. And Dr. Dre won Best Hip Hop Video for Forget About Dre. This year's Vanguard winner was the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Bye 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 won Viewers' Choice Awards. And Eminem was this year's recipient for Video of the Year for The Real Slim Shady, as he also won Best Male Video for the same video. But the most notable thing to take place at this year's show involved Best Rock Video. Limp Bizkit won it for Break Stuff, and Rage Against the Machine weren't happy about this, so what they do about it? Well, Tim Comerford climbed part of the stage set in protest. He will be arrested for disorderly conduct and spend a night in jail.
Take it down.
It's not like another artist will go on stage and protest a winner will happen again, right? Right? At the Metropolitan Opera House, Jamie Foxx was the host for this year's VMAs. Performing were J-Lo, Alicia Keys, Jay-Z, Staind, Missy Elliott, and U2 all performed. But this show was best known for three performances. One was with NSYNC, and while performing their song Pop, they brought the King of Pop on stage while Justin beatboxed. Second was Britney Spears, who performed I'm a Slave for You, a song she hadn't released to that point, where she brought a live albino Burmese python on stage and garnered criticism from the PETA. Third, Aaliyah was supposed to perform We Need a Resolution, but was unable to due to her passing 2 weeks prior. Instead, in the slot where she was supposed to perform, Missy, Timberland, Ginuwine, and her brother Rashad all paid tribute to her. NSYNC won Best Group Video for Pop, and they also won for Best Pop Video, how ironic, Best Dance Video, and Viewers' Choice Awards. Limp Bizkit won Best Rock Video again for Rollin' Air Raid Vehicle, and Rage Against the Machine weren't around to protest this time, but instead, Will Ferrell did.
In the Jesus. Look. What's going down? I am raging. What's going down? Hey, what's screw it with y'all? Hey.
Alicia Keys won Best New Artist, and Destiny's Child won Best R&B Video for Survivor. A new category, the fan-voted MTV 2 award, was given to videos that debuted on that network because MTV limited the videos they played on their channel, and that was given to Mudvayne. Wait, who? This group beat out India.Arie, Alicia Keys, and more importantly, Gorillaz. U2 was this year's recipient for the Vanguard Award, and Lady Marmalade won Video of the Year. 4 days after the award show, New York would change forever as many would lose their lives in the September 11th attacks. and since then, MTV has tried to place their award show close to that date. Imagine being at the VMAs, having the time of your life, and then 4 days later, you're possibly a victim of a terrorist attack. That's very trippy to think about. Back in Radio City Music Hall, Jimmy Fallon hosted this year's show. It was pushed up to August to avoid conflict within 9/11. And honestly, there isn't too much going on at this year's show. Bruce Springsteen opened up the show as he paid tribute to the 9/11 victims. Also performing were Pink, Ja Rule and Ashanti, Shakira, Eminem, singular this time, P. Diddy, and Sheryl Crow. The surviving members of TLC did a tribute for their fallen member Lisa Left Eye Lopez. No Doubt won Best Group Video for Hey Baby, and they also won Best Pop Video. Avril Lavigne won Best New Artist. Mary J. Blige won Best R&B Video for No More Drama. Let's Get the Party Started won Best Dance Video. And In the End by Linkin Park won Best Rock Video. Michelle Branch won Viewer's Choice Awards for All You Wanted. And once again, Eminem was this year's Video of the Year recipient for Without Me. Things do get awkward when Christina Aguilera presents Eminem for Best Male Video, and he gets booed after he threatens to give Moby the Chris Rock treatment.
We keep booing. Keep booing, little girl. I will hit a man with glasses. My family.
Britney Spears pranks birthday boy Michael Jackson in giving him an award called Artist of the Millennium, which isn't a real award. And to wrap up this year's show, Guns N' Roses closed the show with a new lineup and Jimmy Fallon loses his mind.
It's the best city in the world, and if anyone lives here, you know how powerful it is and how electric and how energetic, and the greatest city in the world. For those of you who don't live in New York, welcome to the jungle. Ladies and gentlemen, Guns N' Roses!
And I think that wraps up 2002. Let's move on.
It hurts you when it looks so good.
I couldn't help but notice your pain. My pain? It runs deep. Share it with me.
So this is how we start in the 20th VMAs. Chris Rock returns to host this year's festivities. Other than that opening number, performing were Christina Aguilera, 50 Cent with Snoop Dogg, Coldplay, and Beyonce. Since this was the 20th VMAs, a lot of veterans performed like Madonna, Mary J. Blige with Method Man, and closing the show, Metallica. Winners wise, Coldplay won Best Group Video, 50 Cent won Best New Artist, Cry Me a River won Best Pop Video, that's how Justin was feeling in the beginning of the show, Crazy in Love won Best R&B Video, Linkin Park won Best Rock Video again, this time for Somewhere I Belong, Good Charlotte won Viewer's Choice Award for Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and Missy Elliott was this year's recipient of Video of the Year. Surprisingly, this was her first year winning a Moon Man given all the creative videos she put out, and someone stormed the stage again.
How y'all gonna forget me, man? I told y'all, man, without BB King, rock and roll wouldn't be possible, man. And I already told y'all without, you know that, right? My name is Six, and we getting ready to do this thing, baby. You dig what I'm saying?
Trip, check game, homeboy. Slide over to the left a little.
This for the fans.
Oh, and Duran Duran won Lifetime Achievement Award. Well, that was interesting. Next. We leave New York for the Sunshine State in Miami's American Airlines Arena. Reasons for relocations was conflicts involving the 2004 Republican National Convention. This year's host was no one. MTV felt like since this year's show was using a larger basketball arena, they felt like no host was needed. Sure. Usher opened up the show. Other performers included Kanye West, who brings out Shaka Khan, Jessica Simpson, Nelly, Alicia Keys, Outkast, among others. While there was no host, this year's show kept making pushes for the 2004 election. So much that Reverend Al Sharpton made an appearance, and he rants that this year's Viewer's Choice nominees had no black nominees. Such a shame because the top spot of the Billboard that year was entirely occupied by black artists. No Doubt won Best Pop Video for It's My Life. They also won Best Group Video. Alicia Keys won Best R&B Video for If I Ain't Got You. Are You Gonna Be My Girl by Jet won Best Rock Video. Yeah by Usher, Lil Jon, and Ludacris won Best Dance Video. Maroon 5 won Best New Artist. Linkin Park won the All-White Viewers' Choice Awards for Breaking the Habit, and Hey Ya by Outkast was this year's honoree for Video of the Year. This show wasn't bad for it not to have a host. Maybe this could be a thing. While we do return to Miami, we also return having a host. This year, P. Diddy took the reins. People forget he was a huge MTV personality during this time with his Making a Band franchise. But this show almost didn't happen. There were concerns involving Hurricane Katrina, and South Florida was in its initial path, but luckily the storm passed and the show went on as scheduled. But New Orleans wasn't that lucky. Performers included Green Day, Ludacris, The Killers, Shakira, Coldplay, Mariah Carey, among many others. MC Hammer is here for some reason. Diddy and Snoop Dogg performed a tribute to the Notorious B.I.G. Kanye made it rain with Cash, and Kelly Clarkson made it rain, literally. As for winners go, I could sum them up like this. Alicia Keys took home Best R&B Video for Karma. It somehow beat out Mariah. Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson won Best Pop Video, and The Killers won Best New Artist. During the show, Fat Joe sends shots towards 50 Cent in G-Unit, and during 50's performance, he responds and calls out Fat Joe.
I like to tell the people home, I feel so safe tonight with all this police protection courtesy of G-Unit.
A few moments later.
Fat Joe is man.
Outside of Green Day winning everything, this was a fun watch. Returning to New York, fresh off the success from Nacho Libre and hosting the Kids' Choice Awards, Jack Black hosts. This show seemed off and disinteresting. Felt like no one wanted to be there. Take Axl Rose for example, who presents The Killers without passion.
I don't think I'm really much of a presenter. I was asked to do this, and I really wasn't sure about it, and then I met. So without wasting any time, The Killers.
Performing were Justin Timberlake, Shakira, Ludacris, All-American Rejects, Beyonce, T.I., among many others. All-American Rejects won Best Group Video for Move Along. Stupid Girls by Pink won Best Pop Video, Where She Breaks the Trophy. Check Up On It by Beyonce won Best R&B Video. Avenged Sevenfold won Best New Artist. Dance Dance by Fall Out Boy won Viewers' Choice Awards. Hype Williams, who directed some of the best hip-hop videos of all time, won the final Vanguard Award given out until 2011. And I Write Sins Not Tragedies by Panic! At the Disco won Video of the Year. And someone rushed the stage during the speech. Not like this was going to happen again, right?
What's up, MTV? How y'all doing? My name is Six. MTV never gave me my own show, so I want everybody around the world to log on to MTV6000.com and give it up for these guys.
This show was very boring, and the ratings showed. From 8 million to 2005 to 5.77 in 2006, a 28% drop off. The VMAs and MTV would get a major makeover heading 2007. Headlining the change was the move to the Palms in Las Vegas. Like 2004, this show went hostless. This year's VMA was minuscule compared to the other shows. This is the smallest venue for a VMA in show history, and only 13 awards were given out, and half were given out to Justin Timberlake. He also whines that MTV don't show music videos anymore.
Thank everybody at home for watching MTV. I want to challenge MTV right now to play more videos. Are we having a...
Justin, don't you know that video killed the radio star, and YouTube killed the MTV star? TikTok would kill the YouTube star, and Montana killed the TikTok star. Anyway, the categories were just, why? Quadruple Threat Award, which was given to Justin Timberlake. Monster Collaboration went to Beyonce and Shakira for Beautiful Liar. Monster Single of the Year went to Umbrella, which was also this year's honoree for Video of the Year. Another change was the stage setup. Obviously, small venue equals small stage, but the design wasn't thought through well. a small main stage made up of islands to present the awards. One of those performers was Britney Spears. Coming off her mental collapse of 2006 and 7, this was marketed as her big comeback performance. Sadly, it was played with poor choreography and very bad lip syncing. The main stage only had 4 performances. Chris Brown, Alicia Keys. During her performance, Kid Rock was piecing up Tommy Lee, allegedly over Pamela Anderson, and a melody of Timberland songs. Instead, most of the performances were held in villas. There was a Mark Ronson villa with Akon, Wale, Adam Levine, Daniel Merriweather as guests. There was a Timberland and Timberlake suite, a Fall Out Boy suite, and a Kanye West suite, with a Foo Fighters suite. This show was terrible, the least traditional of the VMAs. 2020 had more substance than this. One of the worst VMAs ever witnessed. Next! Live from Paramount Studio, hosting is Russell Brand, and in this show we return to some form of normalcy. Rihanna, Lil Wayne, Paramore, Christina Aguilera, Kanye West, Jonas Brothers, Pink, and T.I. all performed. But the big storyline was Mariah Carey and Britney Spears. Despite coveted careers and how much MTV covers each artist, and neither artist has ever won a Moon Man, and before the show it was told that one of the two, perhaps both, will win their first. As for the categories, MTV decided to bring back some of the old categories pushed away from the dreaded 2007 show. Also, Viewer's Choice category was permanently scrapped, as from now on, the Video of the Year award will be decided by the fans, a decision with its benefits and consequences. For now, the Pussycat Dolls won Best Dancing in Video for When I Grow Up, Linkin Park won Best Rock Video again for Shadows of the Day, Lil Wayne won Best Hip Hop Video for Lollipop, and Tokyo Hotel won Best New Artist, beating out Miley Cyrus, Katy Perry, Jordan Sparks, and more importantly, Taylor Swift. It will be Britney Spears who received her first Moon Man for her video Piece of Me, winning Best Female Video, Best Pop Video, and the coveted Video of the Year award. This show was a massive improvement for the previous 2 years. Hope MTV could keep this up. You think I could cram a lot of info in this year's show? So much happened, I can't fit it all here. I need to separate this into its own video. Stay tuned for that. Going to LA, 50 Cent's ex Chelsea Handler hosted this year's show, becoming the first woman to host since 1994. The show opened with Eminem and Rihanna performing, but both had to dip because Eminem had to continue his tour and Rihanna had to continue filming for the movie Battleship. Also performing was Justin Bieber, who gives us a drum solo, Usher, Florence and the Machine, Taylor Swift, Drake, B.O.B., Linkin Park, and Kanye West performed Runaway. Funny how Kanye and Taylor were both invited 1 year removed from that incident. As for winners go, I could sum them up like this. Other winners included 30 Seconds to Mars winning Best Rock Video for Kings and Queens, Not Afraid by Eminem won Best Hip Hop Video, Justin Bieber won Best New Artist. There were some controversial fashion choices at this year's show. Starting off with will.i.am, who performed the pre-show with Nicki Minaj and appeared to wear extremely dark makeup, and many called them out for associating himself with blackface. Then there's the meat dress incident. Lady Gaga won Video of the Year and wore the meat dress alongside a hat, purse, shoes, and the only thing that wasn't meat was her panties. Hope she was wearing them. PETA, like they normally do, spoke their disapproval of the dress, and she stated that her motivation for the dress was her disapproval of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, which banned gays into serving the military. Don't Ask, Don't Tell got repealed the next year. But there is a happy ending in all of this. On Ellen, the host, who is a gay vegan, gifted Gaga a lettuce bikini on her show, and on that note, I'm going to make this the end of part 1. Join me in part 2 where MTV goes off the rails, how it handled COVID, and Miley was good.